2K18, you are part of a few.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
NBA regular season opener for a couple of teams. Thank you all for tuning in. So happy you're here. I'm ecstatic that you're here.
And I'm
really happy that Kenny and Shaq are here too.
I miss you too, Ernie.
Thank you. Me too. In this game, we'll see the Chicago Bulls against the Milwaukee Bucks at BMO Harris Bradley Center. Well, for the Bucks, it would be so important for them to get some positive energy built up early in the season. And getting a win here in their opening game would go a long way toward doing that. No doubt they're going to come out firing tonight. And fellas, a new season about to begin. Clean slate. Plenty of hopes and dreams out there. Kenny, how do you spot a new legitimate contender?
I usually look for the team with good balance, where one guy isn't doing everything. One guy can facilitate everything, but he can't do everything. So offense, defense, balance, and they gotta have a big shot maker.
You know, I look for unselfishness, guys playing with each other, mental toughness. No weak-minded team has ever won a championship, Ernie.
How about continuity, too? How about very little changeover from a team that was really good the previous year, may not have gone as far as they wanted, but returning the same bunch?
That helps.
Yeah.
Well said.
Well
yeah.
said. No need to add anything to that.
Continuity. Yeah. Kevin Harlan knows all about that.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Welcome, everyone, to a brand new season of NBA basketball. I'm sure you're as excited as all of us are here at 2K Sports as we get ready to start the season in style. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, our terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. You can feel the energy here in the BMO Harris Bradley Center. The Bucks looking to please their fans in this Eastern Conference matchup and going against Chicago, their first game of the NBA's regular season. And a season ago, Clark, they won the matchup, winning 3 and losing just 1.
And they were able to take the season series in that matchup last year, but overall, two teams that were very similar in the standing.
And we've got time for a quick pregame report. With that being said, let's head to the sideline and our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. DA?
Well, guys, Giannis Antetokounmpo came to the NBA as an unheralded 19-year-old from Greece, but he's been a quick study at the NBA level. One reason? He actually takes notes. He said, we all make mistakes and your mind can't remember them all. I write what I did wrong and what worked. I'm going to keep it going. Someday, I'll have a collection. That dedication, Kevin, the sky is the limit for the Greek freak.
Boy, that's fascinating stuff, DA. Thank you so much. What better way to learn from your mistakes? Two teams tonight that love to get out and run. Brent, talk about some of the keys to being effective in the transition game.
Well, one part about transition, Kevin, is the first couple steps that anybody takes to get out on the break. I mean, there is a skill to running hard in transition and then secondarily getting wide in the lane. So many coaches are yelling at their players about creating space by getting to the sideline as quickly as possible. Those two things can make you pretty dynamic in the open floor.
Tip-off goes to Milwaukee. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Dunn and Levine, their backcourt. Mirotic at the power forward with Lopez in the middle. And it's Holiday in at the 3. Now here's Parker. Maker, no one around him. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Maker's got the first bucket of the game with the 3 for the Bucks. To the wing right side. Dunn passes to Holiday. On the wing, Levine, defended by Middleton. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
You look up and down this Bucks roster, and you have to do that. Up and down and over and side to side. Just so much length with this team. Giannis is certainly the biggest name with the biggest wingspan, but guys like Thon Maker and Tony Snell defensively, they've got great reach as well.
And Brent, it seems like the Bucks are always adding length to their team.
Well, when most teams have gone smaller with their lineups, Milwaukee very curiously has collected a lot of longer players that they think can go out and do a multitude of things to make their roster a little bit more futuristic.
The shot by Brogdon wide open. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last. Maker. Back to Brogdon. There's the triple. Good on the three-point shot. Brogdon's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
That's a good read by Jabari, a solid passer, and he knew he could reward a teammate that time.
The offensive rebound. Lopez with the bucket.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
Milwaukee's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Screen by Parker. In the corner, it's Maker, expanding his range. Mirotic grabs the miss. Maker's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Dunn kicks to Mirotic. Holiday dishes to Mirotic. Bulls moving the ball around. In the corner, it's Levine. It's good from long range. Levine's got 5 points so far.
You really have to challenge him when he lines up from deep, or he's going to bury you.
In the corner, Middleton with it. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
See how skilled Middleton is, ready to pull the trigger, and the defense is going to have to do better.
Lopez a screen. Here's Dunn, got a piece of it. And it's the Bucks on the break. And that one's good. Brogdon, he's got 5.
There's your run out. Great individual play.
Yeah, beats the transition defense up the floor, and then the easy finish. Boy, those feel good.
Milwaukee leading by 4. Maker with the ball. He's picked up by Lopez. Maker passes to Brogdon. It's tipped. Dunn with it from past the arc. Good on the three-point shot. Dunn's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Gotta put some pressure on Dunn when he's squaring up from outside. Just an exceptional score.
Three-pointer. The shot, no good. And the Bulls going the other way now. Levine kicks to Dunn. There's the feed to Lopez. The pass to Dunn. 5 on the clock. Here's Holiday. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss.
The defensive reaction time, it was just immediate on that one.
And sometimes the most important part of that is the angle that the defender chooses. That time, he chose wisely.
Here's Dunn. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot. Dunn dishes to Mirotic. And the 3 off target.
He really suffocated him there, guys. Just excellent work.
And last season, Chris Middleton, Brent, missing most of the year with a torn hamstring.
Well, I don't think he ever quite really felt confident in what his body could provide for him last year, Kevin. And so tentative play, but a good sign for the Milwaukee Bucks that Chris Middleton will be a scoring option for them for sure. Well, after the knee injury that Parker suffered as a rookie, you just really hoped all that explosiveness would come back. It did in a big way. Unfortunately, had another tear of the ACL, which started the process over again. But given his track record, I think he'll be back to form.
And that one falls for Parker. And with Parker, that ability to cover so much distance so quickly is what makes him a tough assignment as a defender. Brett, you know, you hope the explosiveness can return after his latest setback.
Yeah, no doubt about it. He worked very hard to get it back just last season, and I expect him to do the same. And he just kept getting stronger as the season went on. That combination of Parker and Giannis on the wing started making people look at the Bucks in a little bit different light. And when Jabari's at full strength, boy, can he be explosive.
Valentine's checked in for Justin Holiday. Hey, Brent, right off the bat, we're already seeing several big-name rookies struggle a little bit. Talk about the adjustment going from being the star player, the guy on your college team, to becoming, initially at least, a contributor in the NBA.
I think it's difficult, the mental adjustment for a player to come to practice and do all the things to prepare for a practice and then work extra either before or after practice, Kevin, and then go to a game, put on your uniform, and sit. It's just not something that they're used to. They haven't done it for 10,
right.
Oh yeah, or 10 or 12 years. And so it's important to have three things at that point, Kevin. One, a coach that continues to tell you what you need to work on. Two, an assistant coach that works with you daily on the things that the coach has told you about. And the last part is having a veteran guy as a mentor. That can be extremely important in you keeping your confidence in the idea of be ready, stay ready when your opportunity presents itself.
Milwaukee leading by 4. Up the floor. Here's Parker, and the dunk by Parker.
That's a beauty from Parker there, making hard shots look incredibly easy.
Now Chicago's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Dunn kicks to Mirotic. Levine wide open. And the Bulls with another miss. For Milwaukee, they've gone 7 of 13, just over 50% from the floor. Some good looks. The shot by Brogdon, no good. Last game for Chicago, it was a loss to the Mavericks in Dallas. Now, here's Dunn. He's covered closely. Kicks it to Levine. Passes it to Valentine. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. There's the three. Again, Levine missing.
Got to get out his compass and just try to find himself right now and get himself going.
Shot's good by Middleton.
Man, Antetokounmpo just distributing the ball so quickly and finding that open man with ease.
And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago.
And one thing you notice with Giannis is just how much better this team is with him on the floor. What he brings on offense and defense is as huge as any player in our league.
A different look for Milwaukee. Greg Monroe, he's checked in for Maker. Tony Snell comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Brogdon. Now here's Levine. 5 points in the game. To the middle. Lopez, no luck. And Greg, with Giannis, the team is so much more dangerous with him on the floor offensively, and the numbers back it up.
Yeah, Giannis, one of the few difference makers who can impact the game on both ends. Causes a ton of turnovers with his D, but also can facilitate or carry a team with his offense.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new grouping. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. Markkanen comes in for Mirotic. Paul Zipser, he's checked in for Denzel Valentine. And it's Grant in for Dunn. Here's Antetokounmpo. Look at that jam.
No way.
I mean, just beautiful.
Good quick hands from Antetokounmpo there, reacting well on defense and swiping that one away.
That was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Under Armour. Another unleash chaos moment. Got it. Nice one there from Levine.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Dellavedova kicks to Antetokounmpo. Offensive rebound.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Bulls trail by 13. Grant the pass to Portis. And here we go with the breakdown tonight of the front court and back court rebounding numbers for the Bucks.
And their bigs are doing the heavy lifting on the boards. Everybody's handling their business right now, and that's why we see them out with a comfortable lead.
The first one falls. Such an adjustment for young players drafted into the NBA, managing money, being accountable to your teammates, to you know, the many things that tug and pull on you. Brent, can the league do anything more to help them through this sometimes uncomfortable process?
I think the league does a great job, Kevin, of addressing these things, not only the NBA, but certainly the Players Association in terms of educating the players. To me, Kevin, as an ex-player, though, the biggest responsibility falls on the veteran players of that team to take a young player under their wing, to watch what it is that they're doing socially, but to make sure that they set them up for success off the court.
Here's Grant after the made shot from Greg Monroe. Here's Zipser. The shot will not fall. Good work defensively by Monroe. Here's Dellavedova. Pass to Monroe. Intercepted. And here we go. The Bulls fast break. Here's Zipser. Sinks the three-pointer. 1:51 left in the first quarter of the game. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Screen by Monroe. Antetokounmpo dishes to Dellavedova. He kicks to Monroe. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dellavedova. And it's 6 points for Greg Monroe.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
The defense was solid there, smothering him close inside, and that's how you want to guard him.
It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. And Monroe kicks to Antetokounmpo. He shoots again, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Lauri Markkanen.
Too much respect paid that time on the pump fake from Greg Monroe. He pumped, the D jumped, he drew the foul. Last season, Greg Monroe made the transition to being a bench player for this squad. And even though he was a career starter, I think he relished the opportunity to come off the bench and impact the game, playing from the elbows and making plays for his teammates. So a great job by him in accepting his role.
And when Monroe moved to coming off the bench, Brent, it actually suited his play style a little bit more.
Seemed to just make a lot of sense for the Bucks last year to have Monroe come in and play a bit of point forward from both the block and the elbow. He gives you a scoring option, he gives you a rebounder, and he helps slow the pace of the game.
Here's Monroe. The Bulls getting the bucket. And fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts, and a chance for one more here.
I think Monroe, used to that kind of play, down low as a big. He knows the contact is coming.
Justin Holiday's checked in for Chicago. The Bucks have made 3 of 5 free throw attempts.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
Pass to Zipser. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Now here is Dellavedova. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one.
Well, I like the shot selection. I don't like the shot result. Won't happen much.
Here's Zipser, down by 12. There's 14 seconds left to play in the first. Nice shot by Portis.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Connects from three-point range. Parker's got 7.
And already with the commanding lead, a terrific offensive performance.
And if you check out the strategy, you can see already the plays that they're calling. Feels like they found a weakness or two in the defense.
And so it's Milwaukee. 13 points up at the end of the period. Their work from beyond the arc has been a highlight. A lot of threes, finding the bottom of the bucket. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And for the Bucks here, they've been putting a show on, guys.
Through that first one, they've turned this thing into a track meet.
Love the pace they're playing with. Anytime you can get your offense going without the defense setting up, you've got a huge advantage.
Here's Grant. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. So the Bulls 5 right now. Portis is out there with Markkanen. Then there's Grant, and it's Zipser in at the 2. Shot clock at 5. Here's Portis. He can't get it to go. Good D by Parker.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Bucks leading by 13. Antetokounmpo kicks to Dellavedova. Screen by Monroe to the inside. Off the pick. Here's Parker. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. It's on Lauri Markkanen.
Well, Jabari got the defense to bite on that particular play, mostly because he was aggressive with it.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight. And he can't get the first one.
Yeah, a lot of people taking a deep, deep breath after the news of Jabari Parker tearing his ACL again last season. All that hard work and then not remaining healthy for the entire campaign. He'll be back.
Now here's Grant. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Portis can't get it to go.
And you got to give him credit there. Great effort to contest that shot.
Well, I love the fact that they put the security system on their house, protecting the paint there.
Here's Snell. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, he might not be the biggest guy out there, but he's willing to rip that rim off.
Grant outside. There's the screen. Here's Zipser. And again, Chicago. No good. Bucks leading by 16. Here's Antetokounmpo. Snell, the pass to Dellavedova. Screen by Parker. Snell kicks to Parker. Stolen by Grant. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Dellavedova.
A moment now to see the numbers for Monroe. A very nice season for him last year. Last season chipped in 11 points per game, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he's really been pulling his weight. He's had a hand in some big plays here recently.
I think you look across the board right now, and he's just doing a much better job. The numbers bear that out.
Mirotic. And Holiday kicks to Portis. Now here's Dunn. He's guarded by Brogdon. 6 on the shot clock. And Lopez throws it down.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
If anything could change the momentum, it's that kind of play. Cloud of smoke has people standing on their feet.
Brogdon the pass to Maker. Back to Brogdon. This one for 3. A 3-pointer is right on target. Brogdon's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Chicago calls timeout. And Brent, 14 years in the NBA, you spent about half your time on the defensive end. Of all the guys you were matched up against, who was surprisingly difficult to cover?
It's funny, Kevin, because a lot of coaches would tell you I did not spend half of my time on the defensive end.
Well, I know better. I know better.
Surprisingly difficult to stop, I would tell you, it would be Mitch Richmond. Many years in Sacramento playing for the Kings. He was known as the Rock, and I can tell you why. Running into him and his physicality as a 2-guard was very, very difficult to stop. One of the game's greatest 2-guards.
Sturdy, wasn't he? He was thick. He was hard to move is what I think about.
He was very thick and physical, which was something that I was certainly not. And they also ran a myriad of screens for him on every possession. The most potent offensive player they had was Mitch Richmond, and they would get him open every time. So a very difficult cover for me.
About 3 minutes played so far in this second quarter. Screen by Monroe. There's the screen. Brogdon kicks to Middleton. Milwaukee with a fresh 24.
Yeah, maybe a little luck, maybe a little bit of heart. Both of those at play here. He's getting every offensive rebound.
Mirotic inside. And Mirotic throws it down.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen. With the break in the action, let's show you the teams with the most second chance points last year. Number 1, the Bulls.
Yeah, that was a huge factor for them a season ago. Their ability to attack the offensive glass and then convert those into second chance buckets. I mean, no one did it better.
Now, here's Dunn. Lopez, a screen on Brogdon. Dunn dishes to Lopez. And the dunk by Lopez.
And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it. They set the pick. Brogdon kicks to Maker. Middleton on the wing. Over Holiday. Another miss by Middleton.
And that's really a function of the offense not working as it should.
Yeah, maybe lazy play calling or just going through the motions on that possession. This often leads to a bad shot.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
The Bulls have been on target from the free throw line. They're 5 of 5 in that department.
And as a team, excellent a season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
The free throw drops in for Dunn.
And Dunn does a little bit of everything out there. Scores the ball, distributes it well, and also pounds the glass aggressively.
Screen by Monroe. Now Brogdon. 8 points for him. Lock at 6. Monroe with a screen on Mirotic. It's Snell. And again, the Bucks miss.
Well executed, great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Well, it's like Thanksgiving out there, carving out space off the screen. Couldn't complete the play.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
The Bulls making a switch here. Levine's checked in. Brogdon the pass to Monroe. Snell kicks to Monroe. Taken away by Holiday. And Levine, here we go. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Bulls have been excellent at the free throw line here today. A flawless 6 for 6. The first free throw is good.
And team-wide, they've been terrific from the line here. Just one of those nights when the confidence has spread from one player to the next. And guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
Always take time to think about Jason Kidd and his career, having played against him in high school in the Bay Area in Oakland as he was a star of St. Joseph's. There's no question that back then he had the acumen and the intellect to be a coach. Was always that on the floor during his career, and doing it now in Milwaukee.
And so he hits both. As you said, Brent, Kidd, one of the great minds in the game, who was a coach on the floor long before he was a coach on the sideline.
I think it's interesting for Jason Kidd and where he is now, because all these young players need experience to get smarter, and Jason is so smart. So I think he's waiting for a time where all of that intellect can catch up, and then everybody can be on the same page.
Now here is Mirotic. He's got 5. 5 on the clock. The kick out to Holiday. A 3-ball. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
You just can't allow good looks like that from beyond the arc. That's just inviting all kinds of trouble.
Maker with a screen for Brogdon. Snell Snell from outside, and a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. Snell's got 6 points.
A little tit-for-tat action going on the back-to-back trade.
Yeah, a little gamesmanship from range could force both defenses to maybe extend out a little further.
And it's the Bucks on the break. Oh, went in there and tried to power it down, but drew contact. He'll head to the line. Chris Dunn picks one up.
And you don't like to concede the free throws, but it's better than getting flushed on.
Well, Tony Snell getting a chance to play as a consistent starter last season. Again, a classic guy at the 2-guard spot where you want him to defend and hit some threes, and he made the most of his chance last year with the Milwaukee Bucks.
That's good from Snell. And for Snell, with his usage and minutes going up, he responded with better efficiency as a player.
He was much better from deep and from the floor overall last year, Kevin, settling into the role as the off guard for the Bucks, and he just looked much more comfortable shooting the three.
Now here is Holiday. Here's Snell in the corner. Middleton with it. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
I think what I'd like to see from him in this quarter is getting going from the perimeter. Hit a 3 in the first, nothing in the second.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
And here's Middleton after the three-pointer from Zach LaVine. Monroe dishes to Middleton. Over Holiday, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. He has 7.
You don't want to leave Middleton from that area. His mid-range game is on fire, draining those shots often.
They've got the 5-on-3 advantage. Here's Brogdon. It's deflected. They get it back. Snell kicks to Middleton. Bucks passing it around. With the floater, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And one of the things I love about Chris Middleton is his decision making. You know, he doesn't force shots or passes when he has the ball, and just lets the play develop, and that's why coaches trust him so much.
For Milwaukee, they have been shooting right around 75% at the line, 9 of 12 so far. And with Middleton and his decision-making, it's true for both his scoring and his passing.
For the amount he facilitates, he has great efficiency. Low turnovers, solid field goal percentage, and his passing gets better every year.
Parker's checked in for the Bucks. Antetokounmpo comes in for Tony Snell. Now, here's Dunn. He has 6. Markkanen passes to Lopez. LaVine, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And here we get a chance to check out the story on Giannis Antetokounmpo. Coming off a terrific season, he averaged about 23 points per, 8 rebounds, and 5 assists. And he's a threat to go off in any game from anywhere.
I love it when guys tap back into that gift. All these guys at some point were that kind of player in their career. Fun to see it show up here.
Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for the Bucks. Chicago also making some changes. Paul Zipser comes in for Justin Holiday, and it's Jaren Grant in for Dunn. Dellavedova dishes to Maker. Parker outside. Over in the corner, Dellavedova. Back to Parker. It's tipped. Stolen by Markkanen. In transition, here come the Bulls. Grant leading the charge. They get it back. Lopez. Excellent D there from Parker.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Over in the corner, Dellavedova. Baseline J on the way. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Grant kicks to Zipser. Knocks down the 3 ball. Zipser's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Bulls. Middleton outside. There's the pick. Over to the wing. Dellavedova from outside. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got 4 assists now tonight. To the middle. It's stolen by Maker. And it's the Bucks on the break. Ahead And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
You know how you want to tell people don't let Giannis get too close? Well, one step past half court, he's too close.
Grant kicks to Levine. To the paint, here's Lopez, and Lopez throws it down.
Well, passing is something he does very well, especially when it comes to leading his man to the right spot.
Screen by Parker. A shot by Antetokounmpo, nobody around, and another basket for Milwaukee.
I love the pace he's playing with, letting his offense come to him naturally and then building upon this lead for his team.
Zipser kicks to Grant. 29 seconds left to play in the first half. Markkanen can't get it to go. Bucks leading by 13. In the corner, Middleton with it. Goes up on the wing, and it's another Milwaukee shot right there going in.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
The dish to Levine. Lopez, a screen on Antetokounmpo.
How about the reach from Giannis that time? He does not make any shot easy.
And so it's Milwaukee. Their lead at 15 going into the break. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Greg, your assessment of how you guys played in the first half.
I think we played with great energy. We're getting good shots. So, you know, we just have to get even better on defense, but offensively, everything's been clicking for us.
We'll see what happens in that second half, Greg. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime
And welcome to
Show.
halftime. Hey, what a fantastic time of the year. NBA season getting underway. Hey,
I'm excited. I am really excited. I am really, really excited, honey.
A tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 12 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists. Kenny, your thoughts on the Bucks' first half?
Well, how about that ball movement? That was a true definition of team basketball. All 5 guys moving, all guys rotating, everyone touching the ball, a bunch of assists, tons of easy baskets. It gives everyone on the floor confidence when you're playing like that.
And Shaq, what'd you think about Chicago?
Ernie, I don't use this word a lot because, one, I can't spell it, but it was definitely a subpar effort for them on the glass. That hurt. They're serious about cutting into this deficit. It's gut check time. You hear that, Ernie? I'm hitting my gut. You got to check your gut, Ernie. Gut check time, Ernie.
And we're just about ready for the start of the third quarter. Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll see you.
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. You look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well. Bulls trail by 15. All the big bucks up front. Giannis, Parker, and Maker. Brogdon and Middleton are the guard tandem. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Jason Kidd. Lopez passes to Holiday. Back to Lopez. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Thon Maker. When it comes, Brent, to the subject of intimidation, there are certain players who are just downright scary, intimidating to play against.
Insert one Rudy Gobert. I mean, has this guy in Utah not done a great job, Kevin, of manning up the middle in ways that we haven't seen for quite some time? Both him and Hassan Whiteside, along with DeAndre Jordan, those guys are pretty good down deep in the paint.
Absolutely. Bucks leading by 13. Brogdon kicks to Parker. He dishes it to Middleton. Pulls from the top of the key. Another miss by Middleton.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
LaVine can't hit. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting 51% from the field. They'll take that. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go. Bulls trail by 13. Mirotic dishes to Levine. Misses the three.
That's just poor shooting right now from him, and I'm not sure why he's even attempting those kind of shots. That floater is a thing of beauty, effective when it's used the right way.
Chicago's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15. To the paint, reverses. That's in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut down to 13. Good bucket there from Lopez.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Brogdon, terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Brogdon's got 12.
And defensively, you've got to make a greater effort working over the screens.
Yeah, it's a bit of a lazy play right there. You're hoping that the guy misses the shot without really doing your job in challenging it.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
The shot by Middleton, wide open. Another miss by Middleton. Bulls trail by 15. And here's Levine. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Done with it. He has 6. Shot clock at 6. There's the 3. Levine can't hit.
Well, he's gotten shots up, but they're not finding the rim. The squad's suffering because of it right now. A bit out of rhythm.
Second shot opportunity. This one on the play. Bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
And this is what happens when you fail to block out.
Defensive rebounding just as important as causing the miss in the first place. Now, Thon Maker is one of the most intriguing players on this roster, without a doubt. As if they didn't have enough length already. Put the stretch. This guy puts the stretch in the term stretch 4. And interesting last year how Jason Kidd went to him during critical moments of their playoff series. So look out for Thon Maker to make some impact this year.
Craig Monroe, he's checked in for Maker. And a chance here to take a look at the shooting chart for Levine.
And the three-point game stands out as a major sore spot. It just has not been falling for him. I think at this point you start to get away from that shot. Try to engage in other parts of the offense. You don't want to hurt your team if that long ball isn't there.
And the rejection by Monroe.
But the rejection from Monroe got his feet set, got in the right spot, and then threw it away.
Antetokounmpo passes to Middleton. Yep, that one goes in there. Middleton's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Outside, Levine. And Mirotic kicks to Portis. Dunn, wide open, he fires, buries it from three-point range. Dunn's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And what a gorgeous jumper from Dunn. A stunning player who you have to respect from that spot on the floor.
Count it.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Right wing. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the 3rd now. Rejected by Monroe. Here's Middleton. That shot off the mark. And it's Chicago the other way. Levine kicks to Dunn. Pass to Portis. Shoots over Monroe. Here's Mirotic. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Antetokounmpo passes to Brogdon. Nobody near Parker. Cans the shot with nobody near him. Parker's got 12 in the game.
Well, Jabari was ready to fire that one. You could see feet set, and he let it rip.
And Holiday kicks to Levine, and it's done in the corner. Stolen by Brogdon. And here we go. Parker heading to the hoop. Middleton against Levine. To the left wing. Here's Dunn. And it comes off the front of the rim.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrated. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
A little quickness from Antetokounmpo there, blows right past the D.
Feeds it to Mirotic. On the wing, Levine. Dishes to Dunn. Puts up a 3. Rebound by Greg Monroe. Monroe's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Throws it down despite the man right in his face. A chance here for a three-point play.
Well, Middleton right now staying aware of where his teammates are and hitting them when they're open.
Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for the Bucks. Markkanen, he's checked in for Chicago. Paul Zipser comes in for Zach LaVine. We've heard the rumors, Brent, the death of the big man, but with guys like Towns and Porzingis and others entering the league that can play on the perimeter and still have that length to make a difference inside, could we see a big man renaissance, or at least maybe see him have more of an impact than people are giving him credit for right now?
Well, I think what we're seeing is the evolution of the 5 spot, Kevin. So it's not that the big man is lost. It's that the big man's doing a lot of the things that the little man used to be asked to do, and that is shooting threes, handle the ball, make some decisions at the top of the key, be a playmaker. It's fascinating to watch guys with this sort of size and this sort of skill, and also being this young, having such a tremendous impact for the organizations they're playing for.
Here's Zipser. He's guarded by Brogdon. Portis kicks to Dunn. Over Dellavedova. A fadeaway. Rebound, Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And the Bucks making a change here. Snell's checked in. And the Bulls making a change here as well. Grant's checked in. Parker dishes to Dellavedova. Here's Snell. That one wide left.
Yeah, bad shot there. Trust is lacking. You got to be willing to make the extra pass.
Yep, just too anxious to try and make something happen out there. This is about the team, not about you.
Dellavedova kicks to Parker. Screen by Monroe. They get it back. And it's Monroe finishing it off.
Monroe throwing his weight around down there on the inside. Important that he stays aggressive.
But they'll get another chance. The shot by Markkanen, nobody around. No good with the triple.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Looking at the last game for Milwaukee, it was a loss to Indiana. Monroe, the pass to Snell. Monroe, left side. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Parker. Good season for him last year. Last season, he averaged 20 points a game, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. And just look at those scoring totals. He's been doing what he does best, putting points on the board.
His instincts naturally are to score the basketball. That ability to find the creases in the defense is something you just don't teach, and it's awesome.
First free throw is good.
Well, Monroe is a low down on the post and one of the better offensive big men because of how versatile he is in the game.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Grant kicks to Portis. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. This is his 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
Free throw good, Portis. Milwaukee has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Screened by Parker. Dellavedova dishes to Parker. No good from outside.
Well, even though he missed, you like seeing him taking that kind of shot. The defense must be better.
Now here is Dellavedova. He's covered by Grant. Screen by Monroe. Snell from outside. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dellavedova. Dellavedova's got 5 assists in the game. Grant kicks to Holiday. Now the pass to Zipser. And the Bulls with another miss. Milwaukee's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Snell. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Portis has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. With Dellavedova on the team, he just seems, Brent, to be the perfect fit with the rest of the roster.
Well, Dellavedova the year before, Kevin, had one of the best catch-and-shoot percentages in the NBA. So if Giannis is getting any kind of added attention out there on the perimeter, having Delly spotted up, able to shoot the 3, that helps out your offense a bit.
No good on the free throw. Thon Maker's checked in for Jabari Parker. Robin Lopez is checked in for the Bulls. So he comes up empty, missing both. Last outing for the Bulls, it was a loss to the Mavericks. Now, here's Brogdon. He's guarded closer. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It goes on Jaren Grant. Malcolm Brogdon, a second-round pick out of the University of Virginia. What a find, Greg, he has been, and you love that he can fill in at either guard spot.
And you get the feeling Brogdon was overlooked for being a 4-year player in college. Has the passing and vision of a point guard, scores well enough from inside and out to play off the ball as well.
Last season, Malcolm Brogdon, one of the bigger surprises out of the rookie class.
Well, Malcolm Brogdon ends up becoming the Rookie of the Year as a second-round draft choice. Amazing to see how comfortable he played through stretches of the Milwaukee Bucks season last year. A good passer, never seemingly getting himself out of control, Kevin. That's some good heady stuff from a rookie.
They set the screen. Snell kicks to Monroe. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Dellavedova. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Well, Dellavedova is a 2-speed player, first and second gear, but smart enough to read the situation there and end up drawing the foul.
First trip to the line for him here.
Wound up shooting 85 from the line a season ago, which is an exceptional percentage.
That free throw good from Dellavedova. He's perfect from the line this time.
And as a team, they're hovering around the high 80s from the free throw line. They've gotten better as the game has gone along, which is exactly what you want to see.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Markkanen can't get it to go. Milwaukee's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. The feed to Dellavedova. Here's Brogdon. That's short off the rim. Here's Zipser. Got it up. What a play. Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
And money to end the quarter there with the triple.
It felt like he felt like time was winding down, saw the opening, nailed the shot.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks having no problems at all. Up 29 points heading into the next quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And now a sneak peek into the huddle with Coach Jason Kidd.
We got some great looks. Great looks. Defensively, we're getting stops too.
The words of Jason Kidd in that huddle moments ago. Happy with the way his team is performing, hoping they can maintain the momentum they've captured.
Well, I mean, they're working together on both ends of the floor and doing a great job of playing at their pace.
And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. On the court for the Bulls, getting this fourth quarter started. They've got Grant. Robin Lopez out there with Quincy Pondexter. And it's Nwaba in at the 2 spot. Terry against Grant. Passes it to Felicio. Another shot. And it's Lopez laying it in. Lopez has got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Bulls. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. Stolen away. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. Grant leading the charge. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Lopez a screen. Nwaba kicks to Lopez. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. John Henson's checked in for the Bucks. And the Bulls making a change also. Mirotic is checked in for Lopez. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Shot clock at 3. No good from Grant.
Well, his struggles are consuming the rest of the team here tonight. He's got to find his rhythm and find it fast.
Vaughn can't get it to go. For Chicago, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Grant the pass to Felicio. He feeds it to Pondexter. Out to the right wing. Here's Nwaba. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Terry. Kicks to Henson. Pass to Vaughn. Here's Wilson. And no good. And the Bulls going the other way now. Grant outside. NBA official, NBA referee, Brent, has to be one of the toughest jobs in the world. There's been a lot of talk about adding an official to the court. Would that make a difference?
You know, I'm thinking, Kevin, that's like asking 4 of my buddies to add a 5th guy to go out and they're all single. That means there's another guy I got to compete with. So maybe we don't have another set of eyes on the NBA game. Lots of physicality, lots of pushing and shoving. You may see more foul calling, which will slow down the tempo and the rhythm of the game. I'm not sure that's the best idea for the league.
So then adding the Secaucus and the extra eyes in New York to look at calls, I think that might take the place of adding the official.
I think the league has done a great job, Kevin, having Secaucus now have the ability to make some of those calls to help speed up what we do with regards to the replay.
And it's the Bucks on the break. Vaughn can't get it to go. For Chicago, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Mirotic against Wilson. And it's Grant in the corner. Here's Nwaba. Here's Mirotic. And a miss there on the triple.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Terry, that's a 2. He drains the quick shot. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Screened by Grant. Nwaba kicks to Mirotic. And Felicio is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting at 51%. Really solid. Henson with the screen. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Hey, Brent, what are some of the biggest differences between NBA play and international play?
I think in international play, and we're moving more and more towards it, Kevin, is possessions oftentimes involve 5 to 6 passes and exploring quick cuts to the basket, big guys away from the hoop, and opening up space around the lane for cutters to get in there and slicing through with passes to get available scoring opportunities. A lot of these coaches have borrowed some sets, especially during international competition with the Olympics, that they brought back to training camps for the NBA season.
Passing, cutting, shooting. I mean, those are the most attractive things to the naked eye to see and watch.
You know what, Kevin? That sounds a lot like basketball to me.
Yeah, me too. Pondexter, and 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
At the line for the Bulls, Quincy Pondexter, taking 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Both free throws good from Pondexter. Now Terry. Henson with the screen. Back to Terry. Pass to Vaughn. Shot clock at 5. Nice jump shot. Good.
Wow, credit there. Somehow finds a way to knock that one in.
Chicago's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Pondexter kicks to Nwaba. And the Bulls with another miss. For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the 4th quarter. Here's Snell, covered by Mirotic. Shoots from the line, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
The tenacity, the attention to detail, it's why these guys are in complete control.
It seems like they've been at it on both ends tonight. Tremendous all-around play from them. Has them up quite a bit here.
And Henson sends it back.
Henson's an explosive leaper and really active on that play.
Here's Snell. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
I'm just wondering why the defense is laying off. Luckily, they didn't pay for their mistake.
Grant outside. Nwaba passes to Grant. Nwaba kicks to Pondexter. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Here's Grant. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Yeah, his shot just doesn't seem to be synced up right now. Here's hoping he finds it soon because his team is really going to need that production tonight.
Now the pass to Vaughn. Henson with the screen. Here's Vaughn. And John Henson with the slam.
Well, this is where Henson gets plenty of his points trolling the offensive glass.
Grant kicks to Mirotic. Screen by Grant. Passes it to Nwaba. To the left side wing. Shot to end this cold run. Mirotic gets the bucket.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
Pass to Vaughn. He kicks to Henson. The dish to Terry. Here's Vaughn. Henson with the screen. From beyond the arc. Good on the three-point shot.
And that's from beyond, guys. Right back at you.
Yeah, that's a nice response there, leaving a voicemail in return from the three-point line. Looks like we're seeing similar game plans right now.
Here's Vaughn. Offside Terry. Down low, Wilson. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
And it's been about that execution offensively. I mean, they have been superb.
Yeah, they're just absolutely getting anything and everything that they want out there. They have not let up.
Pass to Vaughn. There's the triple. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
He's been a little bit disappointing in this game. However, his team has his back. They need a little bit more help from him. What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man, and he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
The Bucks have gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the fourth. Brent, we know the regular season is a grind. We also know that revenue is king. Could you imagine a time when we'd actually have to play more than 82 games?
That's interesting, Kevin, because a lot of the times the argument you've heard over the course of the past 5 or 6 seasons, Kevin, is the opposite of that 65-game schedule. Why not reduce the schedule? Stars playing in every game, less back-to-backs, more time for recovery. So the idea of 82 games being extended beyond that, I don't think that that's in the realm of possibility.
65, 68 games, and they had that shortened season a couple years ago. It was terrific to watch.
It was, and so we'll see if the league does that. But in your question alone, Kevin, you said it. Cash is king. 82 is the number we're going to settle in, I think, for quite some time.
The pass to Wilson, off the screen. The putback, great positioning on the putback.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Bucks.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Greg Monroe.
Well, a consistent intensity is what he brought to the floor here. He hit the glass hard, and he came up with a ton of rebounds.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Thon Maker's checked in for Wilson, and it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Jason Terry. Markkanen, he's checked in for Mirotic. Feeds to Grant. Picked his pocket. There's 38 seconds left in the game. Now here is Dellavedova. He's covered by Grant. And Grant sends it back. And he gets it back. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Snell. Felicio with a rebound. Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Yeah, focus, focus, focus. Just make the simple play.
Now here is Dellavedova. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Jabari, you guys really got after it tonight. Is this the kind of mentality you want to impose on the other team?
Just as long as I stay aggressive, don't rush the game, don't get outside of my game, but continue to play hard.
Well, you got your teammates looking for you tonight, Jabari. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. That concludes the first game of the NBA season. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. See you next time.